as if to rub away some soil on his palms. "No," he replied heavily, his voice dull. "I guess I don't. I'll contact Hal and hope for the best." Meanwhile, Kilgary spoke briskly. "We'll do what we can to speed up the program as it now stands. I suggest you take off for New York within the hour." "Me? Why?" Ash asked with a trace of suspicion. "Because I can't leave without acting directly against orders, and that would put us wrong immediately. You see Hal and talk to him personally. Put it to him straight. He'll have to have all the facts if he's going to counter any move from Stanton before the council. You know every argument we can use and all the proof on our side, and you're authority enough to make it count." "If I can do all that, I will." Ash was alert and eager. The colonel, seeing his change of expression, felt easier. But Kilgary stood a moment watching Ash as he hurried down a side corridor, before he moved on slowly to his own box of office. Once inside, he sat for a long, unhappy time, staring at the wall and seeing nothing but the pictures produced by his thoughts. Then he pressed a button and read off the symbols which flashed on a small Visa screen set in his desk. Another button pushed, and he picked up a hand mic to relay an order which might postpone trouble for a while. Ash was far too valuable a man to lose, and his emotions could boil him straight into disaster over this. "Bidwell, reschedule Team A. They are to go to the Hypo Lab instead of the reserve in 10 minutes. Releasing the mic, he again stared at the wall. No one dared interrupt a hypo training period, and this one would last 3 hours. Ash could not possibly see the trainees before he left for New York, and that would remove one temptation from his path. He would not talk at the wrong time. Kilgary's mouth twisted sourly. He had no pride in what he was doing, and he was perfectly certain that Ruffin would win and that Ash's fears of Redax were well founded. It all came back to the old basic tenet of the service. The end justified the means. They must use every method and man under their control to make sure that Topaz would remain a Western possession, even though that strange planet now swung far beyond the sky which covered both the Western and Eastern alliances on Terra. Time had run out too fast. They were being forced to play what cards they held, even though those might be very low ones. Ash would be back, but not, Kilgary's hoped, until this had been decided one way or another. Not until this was finished. Finished? Kilgary's blinked at the wall. Perhaps they were finished, too. No one would know until the transport ship landed on that other world, which appeared on the direction tape symbolized by a jewel-like disk of gold brown, which had given it the code name of Topaz. This concludes the reading of Chapter 1.